Good morning. I'm Alicia Fowler, Operations Officer with the Florida Division of Emergency Management, State Watch Office. The following is the Daily Situation Report for February 19, 2009. The State Emergency Operations Center is currently at a Level 3 monitoring status. One or all of the nuclear power plants have a unit down due to routine maintenance, but are operating normally. No major energy outages are reported. All major airports and seaports are open and reporting no major issues at this time. No health advisories issued for the state. No confirmed or suspected major attack on major computer networks in the state, and no known border security or migrant issues at this time. And now the weather report.
The storm system and associated cold front responsible for a severe weather outbreak across the southeastern United States during the past 24 hours will weaken today. A squall line of strong thunderstorms along this cold front is moving through north-central Florida this morning. An isolated severe thunderstorm will remain possible during the morning hours in north-central Florida, with damaging wind gusts and frequent lightning strikes being the primary hazard. Activity along this front will weaken by the early afternoon hours over central Florida, with scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms in the forecast along the Interstate 4 corridor, and only isolated showers later today in South Florida. Windy conditions will continue statewide today, which will enhance the wildfire danger. Gusty northwesterly winds are forecast throughout North Florida, and these winds will drive a much drier air mass into the region this afternoon.
Red flag warnings are in effect for all of North Florida this afternoon. High temperatures in North Florida will generally reach the 60s this afternoon. Gusty west and southwesterly winds in the peninsula will create good smoke dispersion this afternoon, which in combination with dry soil conditions and will enhance the spread of any wildfires that develop today. Highs in the peninsula will range from the 70s across central and southwest Florida to the mid-80s along the Treasure and southeast Florida coast. Onshore winds today will result in a moderate rip current risk along the Nature coast, west central, and southwest Florida beaches. A cold dome of high pressure will build into the southeastern United States as a cold front exits the Florida peninsula this evening. Wind chills will fall into the 20s across North Florida after midnight tonight as lows fall to the near freezing in the Panhandle and 30s for the locations further east. A light freeze is possible tomorrow morning for interior sections of the Florida Panhandle. Lows will drop into the 40s for Central Florida, 50s in South Florida, and 60s for the Keys. A cold and extremely dry air mass will encompass most of the state on Friday. Red flag warnings and fire weather watches are posted nearly statewide. Freeze watches are in effect for Friday night for portions of north central Florida, and frost is possible into interior portions of South Florida on Saturday morning. As of Wednesday, the statewide Keach-Bryan Drought Index mean was 501 on a scale of 0 to 800. County KBDI averages across a majority of South Florida remain near or above 600, and these averages will continue to climb as rainfall amounts along today's cold front dwindle during the afternoon hours. Rainfall totals of half an inch to an inch across North Florida will decrease KBDI averages in the region. County KBDI averages were below 300 throughout the Panhandle in advance of yesterday's rains. Lake Okeechobee average elevation is 13.04 feet, which is about 1 feet below normal for early February. Space weather, solar activity expected to be very low, and the geomagnetic field is expected to remain quiet through Friday. That's all we have for now.
Disaster strikes. You can get a plan at floridadisaster.org. That's all we have for you today. Have a safe day.